How's it going, everyone? Hope you're well. Okay, so if you've been following this channel for a while, you probably know that a few months ago I put up a video, a kind of intro video, as to what the channel's about and where it's going, but more so where it's going. And I ended up deleting that video because, or videos, because I didn't really feel like they represented me in the best way. Yeah, I kind of overthought it a bit, and I just thought, nah. So I'm gonna give it another go. Why not? And I think from now on, going forward, I think we should be all right. All right. So the reason I'm making this video is because, as a kind of a creative person, I've kind of identified that no matter what I do, I'm always gonna kind of be interested in like videography, music production and composition, a bit of sound design perhaps, and also like oil paintings, maybe a bit of photography. Like I'm just very generally interested in all sorts of things. And one thing I've noticed is having these kind of broad interests can be quite to your detriment, especially if you're trying to find like a creative full-time career. And it's kind of gotten to the point where I realised I'm just basically never going to have a full-time creative career, no matter how hard I try. So it's kind of a bit of a case of I'm now going to just have to lean into the fact that I do have these broad interests, and it doesn't have to hinder me. It can actually work perhaps to my benefit. And so really the whole point of this channel now going forward will be I'll be discussing kind of things pertaining to music, video, paint, like art, paintings and whatnot, and a bit of motion graphics perhaps. This is something else I'm interested in and also doing a bit of, and also perhaps a little bit of philosophy, perhaps a bit of esoteric musings. I'm very, very much interested in all these kind of things. So one thing I wanted to say as well, and again maybe this will kind of relate to a lot of people who are kind of like generalists and freelancers and whatnot, is I feel kind of going forward, if you're going to kind of make it work, and if you're going to kind of perhaps shine through these various mediums, you need to kind of spin a narrative around it, and in this kind of case, perhaps make videos about what you do and talk about it, etc. Because and obviously I'm going to get a bit deep in a second, but essentially what happened and why I'm kind of like just made this change today was the other day I was at that point where I was like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I actually going to do in my life? And I was very close to deciding to apply to get my gas certificate or becoming like some sort of gas engineer. And literally tomorrow I'm supposed to be going to Northolt in West London. I think it's West London, yeah, West North, to basically talk, go to the centre and talk with the guy and whatnot. And but however, also today I had a tarot reading. Now obviously, tarot might be controversial to some people. I don't really know, but I have my belief in it, and I do definitely, through my experiences, I know this is not it's not like fluff and nonsense. And basically the woman who I've never met in my life, I was having a video call with her from Hungary, and kind of like straight away the conversation got to like, oh, what are you afraid of? Basically you kind of just have to, like, we went through this process where we identified that basically I've had problems in the past, like in my 20s I think I had some certain situations which caused some blockages, which in the end I ended up shrinking away from my artistic expression, because when I was in my 20s I was very interested in becoming like a kind of artist and like a singer, and as cringe as it sounds, like a kind of bit of a rapper and stuff. So, and like a producer, almost like some sort of I don't know, like a Kanye West type character or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I know that might sound a little bit grandiose, but what I mean is just kind of doing a little bit of everything. But anyway, so I had some situations which kind of like really turned me off and destroyed my confidence. And I think what happened with this tarot lady, she was basically saying like, now you going forward, like you have to kind of like unblock this, and you need to basically don't be afraid, and you need to kind of stand up and just say this is what you do, and just present it, just give it to the world, give your gifts to the world. And what was so interesting as well was I was saying that, you know, okay, I do like music and I do video and I'm interested in paintings and stuff, and I kind of made little businesses out of it by, you know, having little separate companies and whatnot, like my little video production companies on a completely different website. And she said, yeah, this is all good, but in the end, you are doing this, you're using these different mediums as a way to stop yourself. It's kind of out of fear, so people can't, you know, people can't criticize you. If you get criticized, it'll be more your art or your work which will be criticized, but not you as a whole. And if you put yourself out there and you say, this is who I am as a whole, obviously you're going to be subject to criticism, possibly even personally, and ultimately this is kind of the final hurdle that I need to get over. And it was an amazing conversation. You know, I've never met this woman before, and very quickly it kind of got to that. And I didn't really tell her much about my life. She just kind of got down. She just basically knew kind of straight away what was going on, because I think she did some card stuff before we even met. Anyway, so that happened, and we did some little things, and, you know, to kind of get rid of blockages. And she's saying, going forward, you know, what's been holding you back and what's been causing these problems, this kind of almost like an outsider complex, it's going to go now. So yeah, so that after doing that, I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to do this video and I'm going to do this properly. And on a slightly separate note as well, I had an astrology reading, like a natal chart reading. This is like a while ago, from another woman in Hungary. I mean, my wife's Hungarian, so she kind of introduced me to all of them. But I never met this woman before, and she read my natal chart, and so basically she told me everything about where I am right now, or like where I'm going according to my natal chart. And obviously, knowing myself and looking at the information she was telling me, I was just like, yeah, this is absolutely spot on. You know, it's incredible. And basically, the gist of it is kind of, you know, I'm a creative person, and this is like I have like my life. My life task is basically to live a creative life, but also as a father. You know, because I have a 2-year-old daughter, and that's basically my task. It's and she said, essentially, like a kind of a full-time job and all these things will never work. And she said that my soul's too strong in order to, you know, it won't work. I won't be able to hold down a job because my soul's too strong. And, you know, obviously take that as you will. It could be nonsense, but that's what she said. And basically, there's other things like, yes, you answer to you know, like a higher power. You know, you don't answer as such to kind of like, you know, normal mundane everyday things. It's like you answer to a higher power. And I think what she was kind of saying by that is, you know, like artistic people tend to kind of like, their art is quite, when they engage in their art, it gives you that kind of transcendental feeling. And just everything she was saying was just absolutely amazing. And you know, this person didn't even know me, and it's something I could definitely relate to, and what she like, and I could understand, you know, the message she was conveying. So, you know, I mean, this stuff really interests me, and maybe in later videos I'll kind of go into kind of my thoughts on it all, but there's definitely something there. So yeah, as a result of all this, I just thought, man, I need to really just show all my abilities to the world, and not just shy away and just say, oh, I just do music, or I just do video. And it's like, at the end of the day, I do all these different things, and I think it's time to marry it together and put it in a little package and just say, this is what I do. But obviously the package will have to be kind of, I'll have to probably, obviously as we're doing now, you know, put my face out there and talk about what it is I do and why I do it, and my thoughts around everything. So anyway, this is the video to kick things off again. If you enjoyed listening, please obviously, you know, leave a comment, subscribe, and also I'll have my links in the description. So if you want to check out my music stuff, my video stuff, go for it. And also I do art, and I think I'm going to try and sort out a website for that very soon. And yeah, so thanks for your time, and hopefully I will be speaking to and seeing you soon. Cheers.